am participating in a casting call for Tote.
I did my makeup on the train.
Like really, and then how far I go.
I was very proud of myself and I feel like I did amazing. The screen is dirty because I got shrimp on it. That felt really good.
Family, family, tight family.
Hey guys, what's going on? Buenos días, ¿qué está pasando? It's your LarJ here, reporting to you live from the bus stop. We busted it today, boys and girls, okay? Alright, I'm gonna read the scripture of the day for you. I got another new order on it. Oh my gosh, I keep getting all these orders. Bless God, holy. The scripture of the day comes from, if it could just load. This is the second order I'm getting this hour. Look at God. God is truly. Alright, it loaded. It comes from Romans 10 verse 9, and it says that if you confess with your mouth Jesus as Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. Amen. Do you believe? Have you confessed? So today is going to be an amazing day, guys. Listen, I didn't tell you guys about this because, you know, I like to keep some secrets. I have another secret coming up. Just so you know. Oh my gosh, my battery's gonna die. That's really bad. Anyway, so I'm currently heading to New York City right now. Welcome to New York City because I am participating in a casting call for Tote. Tote invited me. Women, they invited me via Instagram. They sent me a message on Instagram asking me if I would like to participate in their summer campaign casting call. So I'm heading to that right now. This guy's watching me. I'm heading to that right now. The casting is from 6 to 9. I just got my nails done. I got my eyebrows done. You know, I took care of these things over here, and my train is supposed to leave at 3:55, but the bad thing is that I don't have any foundation that matches my skin tone, so I'm gonna go to Sephora right now and buy that. Then I'm gonna go to the train station and head to New York, and that's it. So the guy who was watching me on the bike, he actually gave me his bus transfer, so I didn't have to pay for the bus. He gave me his bus transfer and I was able to take the bus for free. The transfer expires at like 3:24, so unfortunately I won't be able to take the bus to the train station, but at least I got one free ride. Alright guys, so I'm home now and I wanted to just give you an update on the entire day because I'm not sure what I vlogged. It's 1:17 in the morning and I'm very tired. I can't remember anything that happened today or what I vlogged. Shut up. I decided to go to Sephora. Like I said, we already do that. I was gonna go to Sephora and I was just gonna go walk in there and pick up $3.90, pay for it, and walk out. But something in my head told me, girl, you need to swatch this joint. So I put it on a little thing and I put it on my face and it was very brown. I was like, why is this so dark? It looked kind of darker than my 410. So I was like, okay, I'll swatch 380, which is 10 shades, 10, whatever. I swatched that and it looked pink. Like pink on my face. I was like, 385, which I didn't even know existed. Thank God they made a 385, and I tried that on and you couldn't even tell the difference between it and my skin. I was like, jackpot. And just to make sure that I wasn't like seeing things, I asked one of the Sephora girls, who's actually a little bit rude. I don't know if she has like some kind of issues where she just can't deal with two people talking to her at the same time. But she was trying to deal with a customer and she was on her way to get something for the customer, and I said, quick question, is this right? And she was just like, oh yeah, definitely. But she said it in a way where she just seemed frazzled. So I went to the checkout counter, but before I did, I picked up another lipstick. Well, not another one, but I noticed that Fenty has some lipsticks, so I picked one up. I swatched it on my lip and everything, and it was perfect. The exact shade that I've been looking for all my life. I actually swatched 2 of them, but I only liked one, and then it was a brown one that just looked terrible on my lip. So I picked that up, and then I also decided to get, while I was in the line, they had primer, which I know is really good for you. I decided to pick that up. That was like $10, I think, or 15 or 18, one of those numbers. And then I remembered that I needed lashes. So I went and I picked up some expensive lashes, and I was just like, does this have glue on it? I misread the instructions thinking that they had glue. Turns out that they didn't have glue. So when I tried to put them on in the train, which is where I did my makeup, they didn't stick. I got all of that stuff. It came up to a ton of money. I wasn't very happy with that, but you know, I knew that I was heading to a casting call and I had to look my absolute best because the makeup artist that was there was not there to do a full face. Next up, I took the train. Let me tell you the story. Well, actually I took an Uber to the train station. It only cost like $6 and I didn't have time to walk or take the bus, so I took the Uber and I got to the train station and I went to the Amtrak to see, you know, get my ticket. And I told the conductor the wrong station and he thought that I was going to Washington, D.C. And he was like, the next train comes at 4:55. I was like, oh, but I need to take the 3:55. He was like, oh, it's gotta be very expensive. I said, how much? He said, $200 and something. I was like, $200 and something? I thought he was joking. Like, there's no way. Come to find out, he thought that I was going to Washington, D.C. But that's because I told him I was going to Washington, D.C. But I didn't know that that's what I told him. So then we realized that Penn Station is the place that I'm supposed to be going to. That ticket turned out to be like $96. I was like, why in the world does it cost that much to go to Penn Station? I was like, Metro North doesn't go there? He said Metro North goes to Grand Central. I know nothing about New York. Stupid me. I didn't know that I could just take the train to Grand Central for like probably $20-30 something and then take a subway to Penn Station and then take another subway downtown. I had no idea. But I also didn't have time to like call anyone and figure this out because it was 3:50 and the train was scheduled to come at 3:55. So I just can't handle anything under pressure. I'm really bad at dealing with things under pressure. I am very impulsive and I just do whatever needs to be done in that moment. So all I knew in that moment was that I needed a train ticket because I can't be late to this thing. So I paid for the ticket. I was very upset. And then I got some Dunkin' Donuts because I was also very hungry. And I knew that I was wearing a form-fitting dress and I can't have a bloated gut in a form-fitting dress at a casting call to be a model in a summer campaign. So I hopped on the train and I sat next to a lady and I was very upset that there were no empty seats because I didn't want to sit next to anyone. And I did my makeup and I didn't care that anyone could see me doing my makeup. I just did it. And the lady next to me was very proud of me. She told me, she was like, wow, you're really good. I was like, oh, thank you. And I told her where I was going and she was like, all the best. It was really nice. So then I hopped off the train and I got lost. I didn't know where I was going. I had to keep asking people where I was going and it was kind of weird. But as soon as I got off the subway, it started raining. But then I realized that the subway station was right next to the building where the casting call was. So I only had to take like 20 steps and I was inside the building, which was great.
I was so lost, guys. I did my makeup on the train. Yeah, I don't think it looks very good. My eye makeup looks kind of stupid. I'm waiting to put the eyelashes on that I bought. Those are quite expensive. I'm gonna see if the makeup artist can help me with that, but I'm early.
I went upstairs, talked with the other people who were there, and you know, I made some friends.
What do you think, huh?
Wow.
Wow!
God. Oh my goodness. Look at that bridge. Wow. No way. This is the coolest thing I've ever experienced in my life, so thank you. I really appreciate it. Like, really, I live in Ohio. So
Where are you from?
Columbus, Ohio.
Where are you guys?
Stamford, Connecticut.
Okay.
The casting call was wonderful. I was very nervous. I thought I was gonna pee myself, but I didn't. The makeup artist was nice. She just touched up a few things for me. Then I took my pictures, and honestly, guys, I felt like a natural. I really felt like a natural. I was doing all the poses that I tell all the models, the fashion models that I work with. Well, you know, I don't really direct fashion models, but I was doing all the poses that all the models do. So I was like giving face, you know, giving attitude and sass, smiling, you know, moving my hands and stuff on my hip. I was very proud of myself and I feel like I did amazing. But when the interview came, I didn't say enough and I bombed it. I know that I bombed the interview. It just didn't go very well. I was nervous and I just froze kind of, and I didn't really say a lot. I gave like one sentence, sometimes one word answers, and it was just not that good. I didn't portray the kind of personality that I knew would capture them and be like, wow, this girl is great. So unfortunately, you know, it's okay though, because you know, it was my first time and now I kind of know what to expect for casting calls. I just need to be more talkative. It'll be a great time to be as talkative as I am right now. So, you know, I just hung out, mingled with the other casting call people. I met the CEO of the company and some other workers that were there, and it was wonderful. Alright guys, so I'm actually done with the casting. I was done with the casting really quickly. The photo shoot took like, okay, so first they did my makeup. They touched up my makeup for me, and that took like, what, 5 minutes. Then I took pictures for like 2 minutes, and then I was interviewed for like 2 minutes. So everything was over really quickly. Then Dion, he had messaged me when I got off the train telling me that he was in town. So I was like, oh my gosh, I have to see you, because I haven't seen Dion since Jonathan's gender reveal, Jaden's first birthday party. And so I definitely wanted to see him. And right now, my friend from Florida, Dion, he was our photographer for our 5-year anniversary, I think. And was it 5 years? I don't remember. But he was our photographer and he's in New York, so I'm meeting up with him. The screen is dirty because I got shrimp on it.
That's actually acceptable. I got
Alright guys, so I haven't taken off my jacket, Dion, and I'm so hot and the thing is gonna die. But this is Dion, you guys know him. You guys commented saying that he's cute.
Y'all got good taste.
When you did what's his name's birthday party, I said what's his name, that's so disrespectful.
Wow.
Jaden's birthday party, everyone was like, ooh, who's that?
Oh.
I'm like, guys, relax, stop it, he's my photographer, okay? Okay. So before this dies, I just wanted to tell them that you were photographing Dwayne Wade for, am I allowed to say that?
For the Met Gala?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, cool. So that's what he's working on now. I can't show it to you. It's a secret.
Not show you anything. No.
I know I wouldn't do that, because even if I showed, I'd cut it out. Yeah, so that's what he was doing. So I feel really cool sitting next to him and acting like, you know, we're best friends. I told him that he's like my best friend in my head, but he didn't reciprocate that, and it made me feel really bad. And I was like, you know what? Dion doesn't like me anymore.
What? I gotta get this. Give me 1 second.
I was like, Dion doesn't like me anymore. I always feel like I'm bothering him. We sit here and we talk about photography stuff for like 7 hours. Like, that is just what we do. But apparently the feeling isn't mutual. But I shouldn't say that, because he probably really likes me just as much as I like him. But yeah, so Uber Eats, he's getting his Uber Eats, and my Uber Eats is on its way. Rudy's on his way. We're all just gonna hang out until we get tired. So yeah, I was just talking junk about you.
You were talking junk. I had to really get food. Like, I wasn't just running away. Look.
No, I know that.
Don't know the food.
There's the proof, guys. He doesn't dislike me that much.
I don't dislike you at all.
In my head, Dion is my best friend. Dion is, I'm not Dion's best friend. It's very one-sided, and that's why we're making those jokes, because I said that to him and he was just like, why do you think I'm your best friend? So we hung out, and I met another member of the Dwayne Wade photography videography crew. It was really cool looking at the pictures of Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union going to the Met Gala that Dion took. Gabrielle Union, I tweeted her about 4 years ago telling her that I wanted to photograph her. Of course she didn't read that, but I remember doing that. And now Dion, my friend, he photographs her for a living. Well, Dwayne Wade, he photographs him, but she's his wife, you know, so he gets to photograph her too. I just think that that's amazing, and I'm really happy for Dion. He has worked really hard for where he is, and I'm proud of him. So we hung out, talked, argued as usual, and it was just a very good time.
Come hard, how you miss that one, man? Yeah, Corey can't be the 3 in 11 seconds. I don't want to go overtime again. I don't want to go overtime again. Come.
I need to go overtime. We need time. We're not playing really well.
I will never understand the obsession with basketball.
Yo, the finals look good!
Lee, you gotta bring it down a little bit.
Why?
It's late. Why are you still yelling?
I have shrimp on the thing, Rudy.
On the camera?
Shrimp on the screen. Alright, Dion.
This hair looks crazy.
Is this sharp?
One more time, one more time.
You're sorry.
Wait, did I do it right?
Yeah, you did it. Yeah, you're fine. You're good.
I did it though.
Yes.
It felt a little awkward, but I did it.
Very awkward. So listen, normally it's this. Normally they're like, alright, bro.
That felt really good. I really like that. Alright guys, so we're finally leaving. It's so late. It's getting late. Guys, we're home now. I did a really bad job of vlogging today, but when I go inside, I'm gonna let you know everything that happened so that future LarJ doesn't have to come and interrupt her life and tell you the details. Okay? Okay. That's it. Thank you so much for watching this whole thing. If you watch this whole thing, comment with a camera emoji, and I will comment you back. I will comment back to you with like a cookie emoji because you deserve all the cookies. Because you're amazing. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Talk to you next time. Bye. And I forgot to mention that Rudy came and joined us. But of course you already know that. So I don't know why I added that, but I'm gonna go to sleep now. Bye.